Hello there and welcome to another live chapter reading for Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Today I shall be reading from Loretta's Caterpillar by Lois Wickstrom. It was May and monarch butterflies had come to the Colorado mountains. The milkweed field outside Loretta's window shimmered orange and silver with butterfly wings. She smiled. In the morning, Loretta opened her curtains to see the butterflies again. Everything was green as far as she could see. The butterflies were gone. Quickly she dressed and ran to the milkweed field. She looked along the ground. She searched the sky. The butterflies had vanished. She turned over a leaf, and on the back Loretta found a tiny cream-coloured egg, as small as a pinhead. She turned over more leaves, and almost every leaf had an egg. One egg shined with promise. "This one's going to be mine," said Loretta. "I'm going to name it Carthamus because the egg looks like a tiny safflower seed." Her seed packet said Carthamus was another name for safflower. She broke off the leaf and took it home. "I've got a new pet," Loretta told her mother. "No," said her mother. "Who knows what will hatch out of that egg? It's staying outside." Loretta grabbed the roll of sticky tape from the kitchen counter and took it with her to the milkweed patch. She taped the leaf back onto a plant. A few days later, when Loretta checked Carthamus's egg, it had cracked open, and as she watched, a tiny translucent green caterpillar wiggled out. More caterpillars hatched on other leaves, and soon the milkweed field was crawling with caterpillars. The first thing Carthamus did was eat his eggshell. A robin hopped nearby. Loretta liked robins, but she wasn't going to let this robin eat Carthamus. "Shoo, shoo," she shouted. The bird came closer and snapped its beak towards Carthamus. Loretta picked up a stick from the ground and waved it at the robin. The robin flew away. Carthamus crawled round the leaf in a circular pattern, eating as he went. He made a hole in the leaf, and he grew. Every day Loretta went home for lunch and reported to her mother about Carthamus's latest adventures. "His leaf is almost all holes," she said, "and he poops a lot." When she returned to the milkweed patch, Loretta found Carthamus on a new leaf. He was still eating. A wasp landed near Carthamus. Loretta liked wasps. They had protected her garden at home. "Go to my house," she said. "I need you there." She waved at the wasp to point the way, and the wasp flew in the opposite direction. Loretta was glad the wasp wasn't going to eat Carthamus. After several busy days eating milkweed leaves, Loretta thought Carthamus's skin looked too tight. Then his skin cracked. Carthamus molted out. He had grown a new skin with white, yellow and black stripes. Carthamus waited for his new skin to dry. Then he turned round and ate the old one. Loretta spied a ladybug climbing up the milkweed plant toward Carthamus. "I need you at my house," Loretta said to the ladybug. She picked it up and admired it in the palm of her hand. Then she blew it towards home, and the ladybug flew in the right direction. It wasn't going to eat Carthamus. Over the next 2 weeks, Carthamus ate and grew and molted 3 more times. Each new skin had more stripes than the one before. The third time he molted, Carthamus's new skin had stripes around his body and spots above his feet. He started eating the edge of his leaf. Several days after Carthamus shed and ate his 4th skin, Loretta found him hanging from a silk pad on a chewed-up leaf. He looked like the letter J. Carthamus wiggled and jiggled, and he grew a green outer skin with a ring of golden spots at one end, a chrysalis. Loretta wanted her mother to see how pretty her pet had become. As Loretta and her mother neared Carthamus, a lizard lunged toward him and bit his chrysalis. A drop of emerald liquid oozed out, and the lizard grimaced. "Shoo!" shouted Loretta. She batted it with her hand. It scooted away. "That lizard won't be back," said her mum. "I hope Carthamus is okay," said Loretta. Carthamus's chrysalis formed a green scab. He healed. In about 2 weeks, Carthamus's chrysalis became clear. Now Loretta could see what Carthamus was doing. Orange butterfly wings wriggled and pulsed inside the chrysalis. Both her parents came with her to the milkweed field. Carthamus's chrysalis split open on the bottom, and slowly Carthamus crawled out, his damp butterfly wings crumpled against his sides. Carthamus rested briefly, then gently he opened his wings. "Look, the lower wings have big black spots. Carthamus is a boy," said Loretta. Carthamus stretched. He drank nectar from the rose-pink milkweed flowers. Other butterflies emerged. A girl monarch fluttered her wings on a nearby leaf. Soon the milkweed field was orange and silver with butterflies again. One morning, Carthamus took an especially long drink of nectar. Then Carthamus and all the other butterflies rose together into the air and flew north. Loretta watched until the cloud of butterflies was no longer visible. She called after him, "Goodbye, Carthamus, and stay safe." And the milkweed field was green again. I hope you enjoyed listening to this chapter reading and that you'll go check out the book. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.